Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. See, forget that I'm looking like a mess today. I've had a really stressful week, but I said no, I must show up for my YouTube community. Okay, I'm not just going to let the stressful week get the better of me. So here I am showing up for you guys. Please show this video a lot of love. Even though I'm looking a mess, I know I just need like 12 hours of sleep. Oh god, if you're just coming across this channel for the first time, my name is Oge. Thank you for stopping by. Please get comfortable because this is a place to be, okay? To all my amazing subscribers, thank you so much for being part of this growing community. Anyways, let's get right into this video. You know, one of the most difficult things about being a mom in a country you're not originally from is that it can be extremely challenging. You have to figure it out on your own. There's no mommy to call and ask, mommy, how did you do this during your time? Everything is different. Everything is different. So you have to do the figuring on your own. When I was pregnant with my son, I didn't know how to navigate the NHS system in relation to maternity or how to get hold of services. And it caused me a lot of anxiety, especially as I am someone that likes to plan things ahead of time. So I thought it would be great to put a how-to guide for first-time moms, especially immigrant moms that may be new to the UK and still learning the ropes of how the system works. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to navigate the antenatal period, how the antenatal system works, which I discovered is quite different from my home country, Nigeria. I will also talk about labor and delivery, after delivery, and the first 1 month with baby. Antenatal care is the care you receive while you're pregnant to ensure both you and baby are well. So once you notice that you're pregnant, please just go and buy pregnant care and start taking. In fact, it's advisable you start taking pregnant care if you're actively trying for a child to help build up your stores. So please don't wait to get any prescription. It's sold over the counter. The product contains important vitamins like folic acid, iron, omega-3 and many more. In Nigeria, it is when you start antenatal that they prescribe you the vitamins for you to go and buy. But in the UK, it is sold over the counter, which means you can buy it from any store without a prescription. So don't wait to book antenatal before you start taking these vitamins, because not only is it good for you, but the first 3 months of baby's life are very essential, as it is when all the vital organs in their body start forming and they need these vitamins, especially folate, for example, that helps to prevent things like neural tube defects, where the baby is born with an underdeveloped brain. In the UK, the antenatal services is usually midwife-led, especially if you have had no past history that can complicate your pregnancy or delivery. To book to see a midwife, you either have to call your GP or book online with the maternity services in your region. But if you're not sure how to go about it, best thing is just to call your GP and they will guide you and give you information on how to book antenatal appointment. Usually advise that the earliest you can book is when you're around 6 to 8 weeks. In your first visit to the midwife, they will ask you when your last menstrual period was. So your last menstrual period will be the first day you saw your last period. So please make a note of that date, as they will use it in calculating the estimated date of delivery and how far gone you are. So when you see the midwife, ask them about stuff like antenatal classes, because it's a bit different from Nigeria, for example, where on the day you're having your antenatal appointment, like in the morning before, you have a brief class with other pregnant women led by the midwife before you go on to see the doctor. But here, the antenatal classes are organized separately from your antenatal appointment. So ask the midwife how to join an antenatal class and they will guide you. It can be face-to-face or online, and it's usually in a group with other pregnant women who attend with their partner, so you can attend with your partner as well. You get important tips and information about pregnancy and navigating motherhood in the antenatal classes, so please try and attend one. Throughout the course of your pregnancy, you may not have any appointment with your O&G doctors, which is supposedly a good thing, but it can be nerve-wracking because sometimes you expect to see a doctor. In the UK, antenatal care, like I said earlier, is midwife-led, but the midwives are usually very experienced, so if there's any complication or if things are not progressing as it should, they will refer you to see the O&G doctors. So that is why I said it's a good thing. So if it's just the midwife seeing you, it may translate to that everything has been going on normal. So if you've not seen any O&G doctors, most likely because everything has been going well for you and baby. During antenatal services, the NHS will offer you two scans. First scan is called a 12-week scan, but can happen anywhere between 11 and 14 weeks. During this scan, they calculate your estimated date of delivery. The second scan can be anywhere between 18 and 21 weeks, where they check how baby is developing. So if everything is going on well, you may not have more than two scans. But if at any point in time you're worried that maybe baby is not kicking, or you're just feeling funny, please let your midwife know, because they can organize for you to have more scans. Personally, I bought a sonicate to help me monitor baby's heartbeat from home, which is easily available on Amazon, and it saved me a lot of anxiety, especially after my miscarriage experience. So if that is something that you're interested in, you can get one on Amazon. It is very affordable. When you're getting close to your due date, your midwife will usually ask you about your birth plan. So take time to complete it, as it will inform the midwives and the doctors about what your preferences are in terms of pain relief, mode of delivery, is it vaginal or cesarean, would you want an episiotomy, especially if you're a first time mom. There are options for having home or hospital birth. There are options of water bath as well. So take your time to fill out the form and decide what you think might be best for you and baby. Now, hospital bag. What should you pack in your hospital bag? So usually you can pack two sets of bag, one for you and one for baby. So for your bag, include loose fitting clothes, preferably a gown. Don't be like me that went and bought trousers. And I thought it was going to be a vaginal bed, but I ended up having an emergency cesarean session, and my pajama trouser was rubbing around the decision area and it was quite uncomfortable. So preferably get a loose fitting gown. You can get really nice looking gown. Put your birth plan in the bag, breastfeeding bras, disposable pants, sanitary pads. They will give you sanitary pads in the hospital, but it's good to also have spare for yourself. Towels, snacks, extra pillows. For baby, essential items: car seat number one, because nobody's going to discharge baby to you without a car seat. In fact, before they hand over baby to you, they put him in the car seat and hand the car seat and give it to you. So get a car seat. Sleeping suits, nappies, nappy cream. Pseudo cream is like the best brand out there. It's really good. Wipes, bottle, because sometimes you may be finding it difficult to lactate at that beginning time. So baby might come out hungry, just like my son that came out really, really hungry, and I wasn't really producing a lot of breast milk at that time. So we had to give him the bottle initially. So for clothes, don't waste your money buying any clothes or shoes for baby, because in the first 1 month there's hardly any place you'll be going that they'll be needing to wear this. So sleeping suit usually does the purpose. It's very convenient, very easy. Baby is even comfortable in the sleeping suit. So sleeping suit is the go-to clothes for babies, in my opinion. Now, during labor, pain management in the UK is a bit better than in Nigeria, because I've worked in the labor room in the Nigerian hospital and I've experienced labor here in the UK. The only thing to note here is that the UK follows a pain ladder to prescribe medication. So they will start with the mildest medication and then gradually go up the ladder depending on how you respond to the ones they've given you. So they can start with paracetamol before adding stuffs like codeine or offering Etanox or even epidural. I had Etanox, which really calms you, but it doesn't really last. And when the pain became unbearable, I opted for epidural, which was a very good decision for me, because labor pain, I tell you, it's not child's play. So don't be shy to ask for more pain relief if you think, your pain management is not good at all. Ask for more pain relief. Be very expressive with how much pain you are, because I hear that there's a perception that Black women have a higher pain threshold compared to other women, which is not true. So be expressive with your pain. If you feel like you're in a lot of pain, let them know and they'll give you more painkillers. During labor, you have a midwife with you. During labor as well, you may not see a doctor. You monitor contractions and the progress of labor. But if you think you're not progressing as you should, you can request to speak to the doctors. So you have to be expressive with your needs. After delivery, both you and baby are well. You won't stay in. Even if you had a CS, within 24 hours, you'll be discharged home. If everything is within what is expected to be normal, you'll be discharged home and you continue your recovery from home. So that is it. Be expressive with your needs. If you think labor and contractions are not progressing, ask to speak to a doctor. It is your right and you'll get to see a doctor. After delivery, This is where the real struggle begins, especially if you have no family members around or anyone else to support you and your partner. As soon as baby is delivered, you start that journey of no return, literally. A journey that will be the hardest and toughest thing you've ever encountered, but also very rewarding. The days are going to be long, but the years are going to be short. Your baby becomes number one in your life. So during the first 1 month of baby's life, NHS provides a lot of support. The health visitor will come to your house, and after you've been discharged, to see how you're getting on. They also give you advice on breastfeeding and signpost you to breastfeeding teams if they think you need more support. The health visitor, however, is not there to help you do anything physical. They're just there to guide you to the right information. So if you're thinking the health visitor is coming to help you carry baby or help you feed or nurse the baby, no, they're just there to give you information and signpost you to the right places to get certain kind of help. One vital piece of information I need to share is about tongue tie, because my son was born with a tongue tie and it was by chance we noticed it early. So if you check your baby's tongue and it's a bit smaller than usual and there's a demarcation at the tip in the middle part of the tip of the tongue, I'll just include a picture here so you understand what I'm trying to say. Or when you're breastfeeding, baby's making a clicking sound. These are all the signs that baby might have a tongue tie. So speak to the health visitor and they can refer you to the tongue tie team. If I remember correctly, in babies less than 6 weeks, it can be done without anesthesia, like a day procedure. So you just go in, have the procedure done, and then you go back home. But if the baby is older, I think they have to use general anesthesia. So I think the earlier you catch it, the better. If you have a male child, NHS does not offer circumcision for them. So if it's something you want to do for your child, you have to go private. Check on Google for the ones with good reviews. It is usually advisable for you to have it sorted within the first 2 weeks of their birth. Now, once baby is born, maternity instinct, oh God, maternity instinct kicks in really quickly. If you're like me, who can sleep like 10 hours prior to giving birth, just say bye-bye to that, because no more sleep for you. You don't sleep for the weekend. Anyway, don't worry about oversleeping, because the mama in you will naturally be activated and you may even go on overdrive. After my son was born, during the first 10 days, it was just me and hubby. I had an emergency CS, so I couldn't do a lot, so hubby was very active. So I made a routine between you and your husband. Do not even attempt to do it on your own, because you will just run mad. If your partner works in the NHS, they're entitled to 2 weeks of maternity leave, I believe. So arrange a time when Obi can be with the baby, and then you can have some alone time to rest and sleep. The alone time is not for you to be doing all that housework. It's for you to rest, re-energize, rejuvenate yourself from coming to take over from hobby. So utilize the alone time. Make sure you have planned alone time a lot in the schedule, okay? Utilize hobby a lot. They are very good. Men are very good with babies, so be very confident that they will be very good with their own child, okay? Honestly, it helps your partner to grow in confidence while caring for the baby. So in case you fall sick or you need to be away from the house and leave baby with him, you'll be confident that you'll be able to care for baby. So during this time, be patient with hobby as well, because they don't have that maternity instinct like you. So sometimes certain things may not occur naturally to them. So you may have to be doing a lot of prompting and reminding. But over time, you'll both develop a good synergy where you may not need to be prompting him for certain things. It will just come naturally to him, okay? Now, if it's a situation where Obi does not have paternity leave and he has to go to work, it becomes really, really challenging. But you can find a way to cope. So the way to do it is to arrange a schedule with him such that as soon as he comes back and has like an hour or so rest, he can take over from you, and then you can have some alone time to distress. You know, if you also have friends around that can help, utilize them, ask for help. You can ask people in your local church if they're willing to help out with baby. Sometimes they ask for a fee, but I think it's usually more affordable than what you would find from employing a professional nanny or whatnot. So every help you can get during this period is invaluable. Don't be shy to have candid conversation with your hobby, and especially if you're struggling, communicate your feelings. Motherhood is one of those experiences where nobody has a manual for. because every child is unique. What works for baby A may not work for baby B. Also, if you're a Christian, pray to the Holy Spirit for wisdom and direction to navigate this period, because it always comes through. For those of you who have had children before, I would like to hear what your experiences were and how you coped, especially without any form of help like nanny, etc. Leave your comment in the comment section. So in summary, I've talked about how to navigate the antenatal period, labor and delivery period, as well as the first 1 month after delivery. If there's any information you think I've not included here, please let me know in the comment section below and I'll get to it. If you'd like to see more of this content, or if you enjoyed watching this video, please like this video by giving it a thumbs up. And if you've not yet subscribed, please do so. Okay, thank you so much as you subscribe. I'm hoping you're going to subscribe. All right, click on that subscribe button right now. Anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.